Okay. So next segment. Now is the stage where I stash it or complete it. I'm going to try to complete it. Now, I think it might be a little too wide for what I'm going to be doing. Let me think. I can narrow it down a little bit. Yeah, probably should be more narrow. If I narrow it down, I can also thin it down. But I don't know. Yeah. I have a habit of doing this size. Let's see. Let me see if I haven't measured it at all. I did not cheat. Yeah. It's within legal hunting limits. It's a little bit more than 7/8. I have a habit of making them this size without even looking at a reference. So this one will be a little bit wide for what I'm going to make for the style, I think. But it's okay. It's all right. All right, so yeah, I'll leave it kind of thick too, because that way I don't have to break it and then show you a bunch of brokes in the thumbnail. Bunch of pieces. Yeah. I left off my little discussion in the last video talking about, are we slave to our desires? Are we slaves to our desires? Is there no control? Is there no choice? Why would you want choice or consent when there is no choice or consent in nature? Why would you do that? It's better if you just learn how to control things better and don't give anybody any consent, because you can control it very well, better than they can themselves. And besides, nature says you can't have a choice anyway. Stop whining. Stop fussing. Weak. You're weak. You're selfish. You need to get rid of your own thoughts. There's more better thoughts out there. Besides, you don't have a choice anyway. You don't have thoughts. All you have is desires. And you got to follow them. That's what some people would say. The authoritarians, yeah, that's what they say. That's what they think too. Yeah, well, got news for you. Not only do I not believe in that, but I think there's solid evidence that it's completely wrong. Absolutely and completely wrong. Because we're dealing with a life form. We're dealing with something that's autonomous. Autonomy is required for survival. You can actually make both of those the same in some cases, because you have to adapt. You need some autonomy to adapt to complex situations or even simple situations. Autonomy gives you an edge. An edge is always something you need. In survival, you always need an edge. Have an edge is beneficial. Always. So yeah, not only do I not believe in that we are slaves to our desires, but it would cause our species to die if that was the case. We need autonomy. It is a requirement of life itself. It's funny how I don't know where to get this idea that life does not have autonomy. I don't know where to get that. No, I know where they get that. I'm just being sarcastic. Of course I know where they get that. It's an excuse. Anyway, I get into discussions with my sons about this stuff, and they go, "Dad, I don't like talking to you no more." Yeah, I know. I get all uppity. But it's important. It's not that important, Dad. Yes, it is. People ask, what is the secret of life? What is the meaning of it all? What is the meaning? You know what I say? You know what I say? You don't know what... Do you want to know what I say? Or is it going to make you disappointed to reveal what I think the meaning of it all is? I think you should stop looking for meaning and look for a connection. Yeah, what does that mean? Looking for meaning is like drawing a target where the arrow hits. You know, you shoot an arrow at something, and then you draw the target around it and say, "Yep, I got the bullseye. I know the meaning now. I have a meaning. I see meaning in this. I'm drawing a bullseye around where the arrow hits." See? Meaning to me is as stupid as that. What you need is connection. What you need is, okay, let's say you're shooting an arrow. Let's learn to shoot it very well so that you draw the target first and then hit the bullseye. You have connection with the tool. You have connection with something. You are connected and integrated with that weapon or that bow or whatever. You are integrated with it. You should look for integration, connection, not meaning. That's what I think. Too many philosophers are into the meaning thing, current and past. And all they're doing is giving an explanation after the fact. That kind of thing. I don't see it as enlightenment to know or to say that you can see meaning. I don't consider you enlightened. Because all you're doing is coming up with something after the fact. And if you are the type of person who must be told what your meaning is because you can't figure it out, you say to yourself, I deserve to know what the meaning is. I'm entitled to know what the meaning is. Tell me. Tell me so I can either criticize it or accept it or bug you about it. If it's not perfect, refine it. Refine your idea of meaning. Tell me what it is so I can react. Well, if you're the type of person that has to be told what your meaning is, that you think you deserve the answer, well, then you're perfect playground for people who will give it to you. Oh yeah, they'll draw those targets around the arrows for you. They'll do it, and you'll go, good. What's next? It sounds good. You're smarter than I am, so I accept it. For now. Until I demand that you tell me what the meaning is again because I don't like it anymore. Or that kind of thing. Because, human minds shift around, they change. They don't always stay rigid, right? It's part of being autonomous. You don't hold views forever. And it's not, that wasn't the meaning. What else is the meaning? I found out that didn't really satisfy me. Yeah. What have you been working on? What skills have you been working on? What are you integrated with or skilled with using? Oh, nothing. I'm just watching Flintknapping videos. You know Flintknapping? No. I'm waiting to know what the meaning of Flintknapping really is. What's the meaning of it all? What's the use of it all? Someone tell me. Yeah. Why are you getting like thousands of likes on videos of breaking rock? What is the meaning of this? No, they're trying to establish a little connection, integrating themselves, I think. I'm answering questions, yeah, but the real goal is to actually do it. Have the skill as part of you. It becomes part of you. It becomes part of who you are. Influenced by many things. Once it becomes part of who you are, it's influenced by who you are. Oh yes. Let me see. Deeper notch? Deeper notch? Deeper, deeper, deeper. Yeah, I'm going to have to because I just won't be satisfied with just a simple little basil notch. Too easy. Anyway, I'm going to review this video and I'm going to go, man, I went off on a tangent so bad that it's like I've sailed into the horizon and fallen off the edge of the earth. Yep. Dude, what was that? What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. No big deal. A very generous supporter of the channel has told me he will send me a Spanish book or Spanish lessons so I can learn to speak Spanish. So I can say things like, yo soy un viejo malo. Yes. I'm going to learn how to say stupid stuff. You might have opened up a can of worms. I will be speaking philosophy in 2 languages. Soy un viejo malo y muy loco. And I like it. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't know the difference between soy and estoy. I may be saying that wrong. Could be yo estoy. I don't know. That's one thing I forgot. I forgot the difference between soy and estoy. So, hopefully with the Spanish lessons, I will have that corrected. Right? Right. do you say right in Spanish? No, you don't want me to be saying that. ¿Verdad? ¿Verdad? ¿Sí? No es la verdad. Okay. If you say so. Alright, so let's see if I can finish this. I got 15 minutes in. 15 minutes in. And counting. Why do I count the time? All you new guys. What the heck is he doing? I don't want to tell you. Somebody in the comments tell him if it comes up. Or just say it. I don't want to have to tell him every time. Stupid camera phone. Stupid camera phone. Oops. Yeah, one of the things about this type of point is that the original knappers made it very hard to do this. I mean, they would make points that has very difficult characteristics on purpose, just to show the skill. See, it's very difficult to put in that barb. Extremely difficult to put in the barb the way they used to do it, with a nice pop out at the end. Can you do it with natural tools easier? No, it's even more difficult than with a steel. It's very difficult. Natural or steel. You gotta thin it down a lot. Thin it down a lot. And it's at that barb is at the perfect place to intersect with the bulb that you pop out. It's perfectly situated to not cooperate. And then I'm going to stall it because I'm already too deep. Let's see if I can do better on the other side. Yeah, okay. Gotta watch the symmetry. Now I admit some of these barbs are not very big. On these types, but some of them curl outward, I think. I gotta look it up again. It might actually be easier with a longer barb instead of these little teeny short ones. And maybe with a pointed tool instead of a spatula tool, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to call it good here in a minute. Regardless, make it available. Someone will like it. Someone will say, that's the most beautiful pendant for a necklace I've ever seen in my life. I will say, see, I told you. I told you. I told you someone would like it. You didn't believe me. Okay. These might be serrated, right? Are they? Are they serrated? I don't know. I usually go by memory because I'm too absent-minded to look these up. Besides, I don't want to jinx myself, so I don't even pay too much attention to what I'm doing. I just want to do it. Seems to work out better that way. So yeah, I did not look I looked these up a week ago. And I got a picture in my brain. I got a picture in my brain about how these look. And this is probably not it. Probably. Probably. That word is so difficult to say. There's all kinds of versions to it. It's probably already 90 degrees out here. Dumb old Texas. SpongeBob reference. Dumb old Texas. I've lived here for over 30 years. Still not used to the heat. In fact, I don't like it. I like the winter times. All 2 weeks of it. Yes, 2 weeks around Christmas and that's it. I like that part. The rest of the year, I'm looking at my jacket like, next year, buddy. No more jacket. You had your chance. Christmas is over, dude. Put you back in the closet. Yeah. Take it out for New Year's, okay? See you in a few days. And then you put it away. For good. Until next year. Maybe Halloween if we're lucky. Yeah. Halloween. What am I going to do for this Halloween? I used to plan out what I'm going to do for Halloween. My mom used to make costumes, and then I started making costumes, and then we started having more than one children. More than one children. So it's hard to make costumes for 6 children. So we go buy them. Then eventually they're like, yeah, these are lame, Dad. These are kind of lame, you know. Besides, I'm not supposed to be eating all this sugar. Yeah. They knew better than I did back then. I said, well, just gotta have fun. You're little kids. No, sugar's not that good, Dad. At that time, I was addicted to sugar, for sure. I said, yeah, okay, fine. Okay, fine. We will go somewhere for dinner for Halloween. How's that? No, I just want to stay home and watch spooky movies. Stay home and watch spooky movies? When I was little, we used to go through a whole neighborhood twice. Our bags of candy were so full that we'd be limping on the way home. Oh yes. They would look at us funny going, don't you already have candy in that bag? I said, no. Not enough. Aren't you a little old for Halloween? No. Not old enough yet. My favorite holiday. No, I can't say that. No. I can't say that. Christmas, very special. But Halloween is more fun. Oh, yes. I don't have no Halloween fun no more. You're almost 60 years old, dude. What the heck are you talking about? Fun, Halloween fun. It's for little kids, man. I don't care. I like it. I like it. It's fun. And yes, I must confess that I do like watching the spooky movies on Halloween. Yeah, I had to give in. Say to my kids, yeah, you know, this is a pretty good idea. This is a pretty good idea. Yeah. I mean, it's not as good as walking down the street and scaring everyone's pets. He dressed as a Frankenstein or a vampire, scaring all the pets. Making the dogs bark at you. The dog knows you've been neighbors for years, but then he barks at you on Halloween. It's so fun. Alright, I'll leave it at that. I don't think that's exactly what I wanted to do, because I think these are supposed to be downward sloping barbs on the Sallisaw. But here you go. Hopefully you have learned a little bit. Well, maybe you'll want to forget a little bit, but at least you'll get some exercise. Right? There you go.